Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. In this video we're going to be discussing the Division Heartland. There was some news on Friday. I read over it. I got really excited. So I wanted to share this video with you today and share you my thoughts as well. So it's been covered by probably every other Division content creator already over the weekend, but I thought we'd still cover it today. We'll go over the article where it's giving more information and, as I just said, give you my thoughts on it. I do have to say now, before we get any further into the video, this isn't like official. It's not from Massive or anything like that. I forget the website's name now, but I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you the link, and that link will be linked down below. It's a third-party source, but the information does look legit. And we've been speaking about this for months now, and I'm truly excited. As the title says, I do believe the Division Heartland is going to be Tom Clancy's version of Escape from Tarkov, and that gets me very excited. But we're going to go over that in today's video. But first, before we do get stuck into it and have a look at that article, if you do enjoy it, please hit like and share to support the video. Subscribe if you're new around here for more content from myself. And before you leave today's video, we do have a fantastic gaming community. We're fast approaching 20,000 members now. If you want to come and check that out, the link will be at the top of the video description. Okay, so this is the article, and as I've already said, it's not official from Massive or Ubisoft or anything like that. It was actually posted by Tom Henderson over on Xfire.com. I follow Tom Henderson on Twitter. Covers a lot of information about games and kind of leaks information to us that we want to know, but in a much better way than the people with NDAs leaking the content last year that they did, and we still haven't discussed that or shown any of that. But things like this do catch my attention, especially when I'm very interested in a game and I want to know more information. You know, I want to know exactly what it is. We have been speaking for months about the Division Heartland, and I've said in streams, I've said many a times to people how much I wanted it to be like a Tarkov inspired game, and what I read in this article confirms that is exactly that. I called it really early on when we were like guessing what the game was going to be, and I couldn't be more happier. We'll go in, you know, we'll talk more about it in a moment, but I'm not going to go over every bit of this article word for word at all, but we are going to just quickly cover parts that do confirm it is going to be like a Tarkov style game. So and we can read here, this says, over the last few months, though, Ubisoft has been conducting extensive QA on the Division Heartland, leading some sources to believe that a release could be imminent. And we can exclusively reveal that the game will feature two modes: Storm, which is a PvPvE mode, and Excursion, which was previously named Expedition, which is a PvE mode aimed at preparing you for Storm. So that's what that mode does. When the last bit of information came out about this game, I was very nervous about it being a PvE mode as well, because with Escape from Tarkov and games like that, it's full on PvPvE. So I think they might have like some modes where you can warm up or whatnot, but I was hoping that was going to be the case, so I'm glad that confirms it there. It goes on to confirm that, and further down it does say, however, Heartland's bread and butter is Storm, which is the PvEVP mode, with a similar formula to the likes of Escape from Tarkov, and the aim of this mode is to survive, loot, and extract from Silver Creek to your base of operations. Now we'll go on further and explain what like a sort of Tarkov game is, because a lot of people will think this is going to be a battle royale, but it's not. These games are nothing like a battle royale, in my opinion. They're their own sort of thing. They are high intensity games, so if you do like that intensity of a battle royale, then you're probably going to like the intensity of this. It says, Silver Creek is a large open world with plenty of opportunities to find rare loot, but the game's virus-contaminated gas can spread from random locations instead of just moving in from the map's edges like we've seen in many battle royales to date. With us saying that, with games like Escape from Tarkov and The Cycle, which we're going to have a look at in a minute, we've played that, there is nothing like this where gas is coming in or anything. So this is like the Division's own spin on this, trying to mix in, I'd say, the lore of the Division franchise into this new game mode, because that's going to probably be the virus outbreak, and you're going to have like masks to survive that. Like, as you know, playing a Division, we wear masks to filter out contaminated zones, etc. So that's them putting their own spin on it. I wouldn't compare it to any sort of battle royale whatsoever, as we've already discussed. Players will survive the gas by finding and crafting gas mask filters, which will prevent you from falling into a down state, basically. The game will feature tiered loot like we've seen in previous Division games, with grey, green, blue, purple, and gold. Strategic Homeland Division beacons, shades, litter the map, enabling players to spend resources on various upgrades in addition to virus detection, virus clearance, cooling supply drops, and more. So you have a base of operations as well. Your base of operations is your central hub located in an abandoned ice rink. Here you can customize your loadout, matchmake for lobbies, sell your scavenge items, and buy upgrades, mods, and other weapons. That's very similar to like Cycle we're playing a few months back. With that, what I really liked about Cycle is the fact that we could upgrade a lot at our base and stuff. I haven't read anything in this article that suggests that, but it goes on to, you know, its characters and classes. It goes on to talk a bit more about the game. But what is very clear from this article, and if you want to go and read it in full, the link is in the description, is that the Division Heartland is going to be Tom Clancy's version of an Escape from Tarkov game. Another one that I've played. We were actually talking about this a lot recently. I'm hoping to be streaming Escape from Tarkov this week. I've been meaning to like get onto it for years. The thing with that game is that it's a very hardcore game. It's PC only, which is why I haven't been playing it. But now we've got into PC gaming. It's something I want to pick up, and it takes so much getting used to. Like, you have no name tags on Escape from Tarkov. There's no way of telling who your teammates are. It requires great communication, and it's such a hardcore game. Whereas on screen now is a game called The Cycle Frontier, which is another version of like an Escape from Tarkov game that we've played a few months ago, and I absolutely loved it. It was only available for a short period on Steam, and there's like an alpha test, play test, and it closed. And since it's closed, it's not came back. They did say it'll be early 2022 where there'll be another play test on it. But the idea of this game, like, the best way I can explain it for people that might be unsure on this is it's the Division Dark Zone just beefed up. It's basically that. Like, if you think back to the Division 1, that's where I mainly played the Division Dark Zone. But you go into the Dark Zone, you're looking for good loot, and then you got to get that loot extracted with other players around you that could rob it from you at any point. And this is exactly the same in the Escape from Tarkov, Cycle, the Division Heartland sort of game. Obviously on a grander scale, what you're going to be doing is you go into this map. From your base of operations, you can prep yourself with weapons you want to take in, armor, like helmet, vests, stuff to make you a bit more stronger. There's loads of stuff you can put on to take on in with you. There's like a weight limit to your backpack though, and you don't want to put too much on, because the idea is when you do go in, you're going to want to loot stuff to bring back out. And Cycle and Tarkov has like a weight limit to what you can carry, so you don't want to take in too much to make sure you can bring out stuff. And that's the aim. And you go in and you look for good loot. Now, what you can also do from, like, I'm hoping from the base of operations and on the Cycle, there's like lots of objectives. So at your base of operations or your quarters, there'll be objectives for you to go in and find certain types of loot, do certain tasks. So you'll also have that will earn XP to increase your level and to earn more cash and to get better loot overall. So you'll be going in, you'll be completing projects, you'll be searching for good loot. When you get that great loot, you're going to be wanting to extract it to take it back out to your base for either better upgrades or to sell for more money or just to get a nice big chunk of XP. And that is as simple as I can put it, and like to explain this sort of game mode, but I cannot tell you how fun it is, because obviously that's like the main mechanic of the game. But you know, you've got the PvE element to it. There's going to be a lot of AI that you're gonna encounter while you're trying to get this loot, and then there's the PvP aspect as well. So while you're bumping into this AI, while you're gathering this loot, there's always that risk that you're going to bump into another team. And when you do bump into another team, most of the time it's you or them. Although everybody that goes into the map can in theory get back out, how it normally works is if you do bump into another player team, you want to kill them because you want to see what loot they have on them. And that's how it works. Like in the Dark Zone, if I'm able to kill you, I can take your loot, I can then extract it myself. So that's the best explanation I can give about this sort of game mode. And as you can probably tell, I'm very excited to play it. I played the Cycle. I cannot wait for the Cycle to get another playtest out. We're going to be starting Escape from Tarkov this week, so if you do want to watch that, tune into one of the streams. Me and Raddy are probably going to be really terrible on it, but hoping to practice and get a little bit better. As I said, that is such a hardcore style of game. The Division Heartland won't be anything like that. It'll be more along the lines of the cycle. It'll be a lot more user-friendly and a lot more casual, although it will tailor for your hardcore players that do want to get really stuck into a game like this, like myself. I can't wait for it. Let me know in the video comments what you think, if this is a sort of game you think you could see yourself playing. I know when I played the cycle, there's a lot of positive communication going on in the stream. People love me playing this. They wanted me to play more of it, but I couldn't when it ended. But yeah, let me know. That's it for today's video. I just wanted to discuss this with you, this article that dropped on Friday, and share my views about it. And we've been speaking about it for months anyway, but as you know, I'm very, very excited and can't wait. I hope the Division Heartland comes sooner rather than later. I don't want to be waiting until March 2023. That's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as I said earlier, come and check out our community now. We're aiming for 20,000 members this year. Come and see what it's about. If you're not in there, the link's at the top of the video description. Until tomorrow, thank you for watching. Stay safe and peace out.